What's up guys, Chasing Lamely here with episode 124 of The Journey. And in today's episode, we are in the final day of the championship season as a three-way fight for the last spot in the playoffs. So, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and let's go see if we can bring this one home. So, since we last met then, we have been on a bit of a run. We had the Skibbies Preston in the last episode, of course. We then beat beat Ipswich 4-1 with braces from Looney and Benley. We then beat Reading 3-1 at their place with Clausen, Benley and Matson scoring. And then we've just beaten Bolton 5-1 at home. Goals from Saber, from Afonku, from Nordin and from Matson, which brings us to today's season closer against Cardiff. But that's not the whole story because the Eagle Oak spotted. We're currently sitting in 8th in the table, and got West Brom and Salford between us and the playoffs. Essentially, we need for Salford to lose and West Brom drop points, which sounds fanciful, even though I say that a lot. If we look at what's going on with their games, Salford played Barnsley, who are 22nd, and actually could conceivably beat them because they have something to play for. They are fighting against Bolton and ultimately Hull for that to get out of that relegation zone, as well as Stokes. They will be motivated to do something. Salford's form hasn't been great towards the back end of the season. Likewise, West Brom have to play Reading. Reading have nothing to play for, but Reading occasionally have caused an upset this season. So either of those things can happen, but I guess we're going to find out in just a few minutes' time. So let's get into the team sheet. So, team-wise, we start with Lundin goal. We've got Hepper, Orr, Nordin, and Matson on the back. Sewer and Garrett in the centre of midfield behind Benley, Saber, and Fonsu, who are really coming to his own since joining us. And then Matteo Aluni up top, of course. On the bench, we've got Majkic, we've got Rankin, Costello, Joan, Pickering, Clausen, Buckley, Gould, Bipond, and Tot. So, I'm going to firm that team, and hopefully we'll go and get a result today, and hope everything else goes in our favour. So, in the dressing room recently, we're going to say it's the final day. We need a win and help from elsewhere if we're to secure a playoff place. We'll do a Quincy finger. Why not? I don't know if it makes any difference at all, if I'm honest. Some people on YouTube say it does, some people don't, and I'm undecided. I just try and go with whatever I would use in that situation. So, we are ready for the game to get underway. We will, of course, have half an eye on the events of the other two games, just so we know what's going on. We'll be in around the ground mode, so there is that to keep an eye out on as well. But yeah, I think we can get a result against Cardiff. Famous last words, commentators curse, because now we won't. But I think we can. They're in 13th, so they are reasonably beatable, although I've just said that I think Reading will get a result against West Brom. So maybe I am entirely wrong, but we'll find out, I guess, over the course of this game as we get underway. And by the way, regular viewers of the channel, we're happy to know I've just ordered some new PC bits. I'm going to build myself a brand new PC so we don't have any lag issues, any issues anymore, hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to be doing PC building, and hopefully we end up with something a lot better than this that can handle things going forward for FM26 should it come out. But so far, not a lot to speak of that I can tell. Looks like Stoke are getting a result against Forest, but that's only really affecting the title race. Which the title race is between it's between Sunderland, Norwich, and Forest. Any two of those three could go up. Leicester has an outside shot as well. They could go up. They are playing at Norwich. So, yeah, there is things to. I've just seen Salford have gone 2-0 up. So, our season could be over already as Saber finds Risa. Risa goes back to Azua to Saber again. Saber with a shot, and he puts us ahead. Mahmoud Saber, 12 goals this season. He has been quite a player for us. He is tied down for next year. Even if we are going to be in the championship again next year, I genuinely think this team has enough about it that will just walk out of the championship next year. That's my prediction. We are going to get ourselves automatically promoted yet next year if the miracle doesn't happen today. And we do, of course, also have a World Cup to worry about. So Salford are currently beating Barnsley 2-0, so they are down. And as things stand, we're not even climbing into 7th. The Bamba gets a header. That's been called offside. After being offside from a free kick, you'd have to be really, really not paying any attention whatsoever. West Brom are currently winning as well, so that is kind of putting paid to our ambitions of 7th, but it's all good because when we took over, we were 19th, and we thought a top half finish would be a success this season. So to be in the playoff conversation on the last day is a cracking achievement as Benley puts that crossover, and unfortunately, a Looney heads it over the bar. So half-time approaching, then we are in time added on, and we are going to go in 1-0 up. We'll just do a quick roundup of what's happening around the grounds as well, just so we've got a proper sit rep with time to breathe. Salford are currently 2-0 at Barnsley at half-time. West Brom currently lead Reading 1-0, so that could still be in the offing. And actually, if Reading can get a point from that game, wouldn't just help us out, it would actually really help Cardiff, Reading as well. Reading would go above Cardiff in the lead, and at least be able to salvage a little bit more pride from the season. At the top, we currently have Sunderland beating Middlesbrough 2-1, a local derby on the final day of the season for promotion. Is always a fun one. Leicester are currently beating Norwich 2-0, which I thought would put them above Norwich. Maybe I've misunderstood something. I think they're currently above Sunderland. I think we're at Nottingham Forest as we speak, top of the pile. They are currently 4-1 up against Stoke, so I would say Forest and Sunderland are probably quite safely up. Easy to make those predictions though when you are, not involved in those games. So we're going to do a. You've been getting a lot of credit lately. We'll just do that. We'll quickly grout Matteo Looney as well. Give him a good old pointy finger. And just tell him that he's not been doing very well so far. Hopefully he will respond with a goal. I am now trying to get Eugene Goal onto the pitch sometime in the second half, just because it'd be nice to get the youngster out there and give him another chance to impress. I'd like a second goal before we do that, but we're settled in now. West Brom are 2-0 up, so realistically we are finishing at 8th unless a minor miracle happens somewhere else. So there's literally nothing to play for unless something changes. We may as well throw some kids on. I say throw some kids on, and immediately we get a highlight against us. Sirkin plays the ball forward to David Luiz, not the real David Luiz, I don't think. Hugh going forward for Balling, all into Morton, back to Balling, and they are coming back at us, and I apologise for the flickering. That should hopefully be fixed with the new PC bits that I'm working with, because we're upgrading almost everything, to be honest. Almost everything. It's a new motherboard, it's a new CPU, it's twice as much RAM. It's all going to be a bit chaotic. So hopefully we'll be in good stead. As Tommy, it looks like he's going to be sent off here. He is. And we may have to make a change as well. Sabea looks like he's survived, which is nice. And we will make some changes shortly just to give us a fresh look. So, 4 changes gets made. Then we have Senton, Rankin, Casello, and Pickering on the fullback roles. Gould goes on as the inside forward on the right, and Ali Top goes on a top, because I feel like I've not given him enough football recently. So we'll give him a chance to play, but of course held back a sub. We'll switch back to our regular overview mode because there's not a lot to chase up on as things stand. In fact, we should stick with that just in case a miracle does happen. I don't think it will though. As things currently stand, West Brom are 2-0 up. And Salford are currently 2-0 up. So nothing looks like changing massively. But let's get the game moving before we do that. Good times, never a goal when tired. We're gonna hope for the best here. But I think it's just going to be a case of just keeping everything ticking over, really keeping things going for fitness. And any subs I make now are just going to be to replace tired players. In fact, I say that, and Funk You is currently tired. Let's come off the crossbar from a sewer. Garrett has a pot there. We're going to send our Dale Vipe on the left wing as well, just to give him a run out and see if he can get himself a goal. He might have to be our main striker next season, because I currently don't have anyone in mind, and I've not been able to find anyone that's super exciting. Of course, we'll have to summon to have a proper look. And we'll be at the World Cup, so we're going to find a top-class striker, and that's probably where we're going to find it. As Rankin Costello's go on a huge counter-attacking run here, down the far side, tackled by Shirkin, and Bemba is going to just walk to that one. I would have let that one go, personally, for the goal kick, but what do I know? And we've got a free kick now. Pickering with a cross, back post looking for Garrett, and Garrett is there to make it 2-0. And happy to see Jake Garrett getting himself on the score sheet. And Pickering getting himself an assist will really help his confidence going into the summer as well. And well, we can sign off the season with a 2-0 win. And I guess it was any surprise, say the next episode, because we won't be in the playoffs unless something incredible happens in the next couple of minutes. We are going to be in the first game of the World Cup with the Ivory Coast, which I think is going to be a very good tour. I think it's a very winnable tour. And we'll look at what we've got in the group stage after this game. As Pickering with a throw in to Five Bondi's picked up a knock somewhere, back to Pickering, to Sewer, to Garrett with a shot, and Montipo wanted to go over the bar. Just a couple of minutes left tire. Forest are winning 6-1. If you're going to win X-High, that's how you do it in style. And so, well, we're not in the playoffs, unfortunately, but I think we've done enough to say we've had a great season. Good work out the lads. You've done what you need to do today. I don't think we're getting a budget immediately, but we'll have a look just to see if we do get shown anything. And I'll have a look at the World Cup group stage. Well, that confirmation is Forest and Sunderland going up. Norwich, Leicester, Preston and Salford will be in the playoffs. I don't think relegation based in the Premier League is settled yet. We'll have a little look as well as we're doing our kind of end of season admin. We should be looking at, I've been trying to sign some players. No surprise there. I always get the business done on the last day of the season. I'll try and get the business started on the last day of the season. And we'll see if any of those materialize. Let's have a look at what's going on in the Premier League, though. Looks like there's still all to play for. There's still, 4 games left. There's no R next to Portsmouth, and you have to assume Portsmouth will be down with that kind of form. I'm trying to do math now. 12 points. So, yeah, any more points won by Bristol City or Fulham puts Portsmouth down. Burnley could finish as high as 16th, but realistically, I think any of that bottom 5 could go down. Naturally, I'd like to see Bristol City be one of them, but, if we're going to get to the Premier League, I'd like as many easy teams when we get there as possible as well. So, 50-50. Let's jump over to the Ivory Coast just to see what's going on with our fixtures there for the World Cup. We'll get rid of these pesky friendlies because there's no point us staring at them. So, our Group F, we have got, we'll jump to the proper group stage screen. We've got the Czech Republic or Czechia, we've got Uruguay, and we've got Uzbekistan. And a reminder, this is the 48 team our World Cup group or World Cup situation. So I believe, I'll try to run my alphabet now. Brain. I think this is in this format. I'm chipping the rules, it's faster. I think the best third place teams go through. I think that's what happens with the. Where's it started? Third place player. So, top 2 go through, and then the 8 best third place teams also go through. That is the information I wanted. So, the 8 best third place teams. Well, I think we can say that from Group A. Which, by the way, Group A must be the easiest group I've ever seen in a World Cup, because you'd expect Japan and probably Turkey to get out there. When Algeria are the wild card there. In Group B, you'd expect that to be England and Austria. Cameroon might be the wild card, but if England don't get out of that group, you'd be shocked. Group C, I think you'd have to say that's probably going to be Argentina and Australia in that order, with Slovakia. But it's a close group for second place. But I think in terms of third places so far, we're looking at probably an Algeria. We're looking at a Cameroon, which we know we can beat both of those teams. Probably a Slovakia or a Tunisia. We know we can beat either of those teams. Brazil have got a very easy group. No disrespect to the people, no. We expect that to be Brazil and Morocco. If Ireland get through, I'd be fine with that. Group E, Portugal and Senegal. So that would leave us facing either Ecuador or Suriname if they pick up any points. In our group, you'd expect that top 3 to be the top 3. And Uzbekistan are just going to get punished. Belgium, Egypt, and Mexico are probably going to be the top 3 in that group, and pick your order. In Group H, it'll be France, followed by Norway, and then either Jamaica or New Zealand should be fairly easily. Group I would say probably Spain and Sweden, with Colombia in third, so that will be a tough team to go through there as well. Germany and USA and Ghana are probably in the conversation in Group J. Group K is going to be Netherlands and Nigeria, with maybe Saudi Arabia or Costa Rica making to third place playoff, but I can't see either of them getting there. I think they'll draw with each other. And in Group L, we've got Burkina Faso, Denmark, Italy, and South Korea. And I feel like that's going to be Italy, South Korea, and Denmark getting through that one. So we've got some stuff going on, and I'll be working out the squad and the whatnot and who did what and the things with that as we go through the summer, obviously trying to pick up some new players. But for now, thank you for watching. How has always been chasing lately. We will be back on Thursday with a brand new episode with a first group stage game of the World Cup against Uruguay. It's also the day after my birthday, so that'll be fun. Hopefully we can start a World Cup off with a bang, and we'll start with a late birthday present. We'll see. I say we'll see. I'm filming in advance because I'll be feeding penguins while you're watching that, so good times. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I hope it's always been chasing lately. Do like, subscribe, leave comments down below if you haven't already. Until next time, stay safe and have a good one.